What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video, bringing you attacks from the YouTuber war. Team Judo versus Team KLAUS. As you can see, Team Judo coming out victorious on this one. It was a great event which you guys, the subscribers, were able to join in with us. Now, there were 8 YouTubers involved bringing their subscribers in. Make sure to let me know down in the comments if you did take part. Like I said, it was a ton of fun. It got the community together, it created a little bit of hype, and that is what it is all about. Now, I'm going to show you some Town Hall 11 3 stars today, also show you my Town Hall 11 attack, which didn't quite end up in the 3-star, shall we say. I actually planned it out on the stream, which I did at the end of this war. It was brilliant to have Adam from Time to Clash as a co-host. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description of this video if you missed it. It was such good fun and just something a little bit different. Hopefully we can do that again sometime. But this one really showing you how it is done. Now, all 3 of these Town Hall 11 3-star attacks are using the LAVALOON strategy. I tried the Hog Riders. Certainly didn't go to plan. I'll show you it at the end, guys, but let's show you Itsu here very sneakily using the Hog Rider in order to tank for the Wizard Tower to get them wall breakers in. And then he's pushing his heroes right the way in alongside the bowlers. There are a combination of troops in the CC, the Dragon, Baby Dragon, and the Balloon, but it's not going to be an issue. He has his Queen that is going to be easily able to take that down. The bowlers kind of veer off to the side, almost end up getting to the other air defense. I don't think he was too bothered about that. I really think the Eagle Artillery is what he wanted, but even if he didn't get that far, he comes in from the north of the base and he would have taken that down very quickly with the balloons. I don't think it would have done too much damage. Spreading right the way around. I mean, just look at the destruction he's done at the north of the base. The balloons now will just move right the way in that kind of circular fashion around the base. Exactly what you need with these LAVALOON attacks. Again, I'm not any kind of expert with LAVALOON. I understand how it works. It's just the deployment of the balloons. I really need to just get on practicing with it. But 2 Lava Hounds are left that will rush over to that final air defense. Again, the bowler's not getting that down is not a big issue. I really like how patient he is on this attack though. Notice the extra wizards that came into the extra balloons that came into the Wizard Tower, and then he has even more balloons to come in at the back end to tank them defenses. Haste spells were saved right until the end where he needed them on top of them defenses, and he has a ton of balloons left over. Obviously with the LAVALOON you can factor in cleanup troops, but more often than not it is the lava pups and the minions that will finish off the job and get you the 3-star. Now, Itsu, obviously the German YouTuber that was brought in on Team Judo. I say German YouTuber, a lot of his content is in English. Make sure to check him out. Down in the description, his link will be as well. Let's show you 2 other LAVALOON attacks before we get into my not so 3-star. Well, it was a complete fail with the Hog Riders. Now on this one, able to lure the CC very easily, which is always nice. He does have a Baby Dragon and Witches in there, and he's just going to pop the poison spell right on top of it as they move on over to the King and Queen. They're going to push in, and notice from the south of the base here, there is a single target Inferno, but he's also going to be able to get Wizard Towers. Now with LAVALOON, that is a massive factor in the attack. You always want to factor in where the Wizard Towers are, because your balloons will clump up towards the end of the raid. So he manages to get one down alongside that Inferno Tower, and then the Queen is going to walk back around in order to get a second. Meanwhile, the LAVALOON portion has been rushed in from the top of the base. So many balloons as they push forward. They get that Eagle Artillery, they split a little bit. The Grand Warden's ability just heals so many of them. Very unfortunate with the skeleton spell, just didn't quite get it on the right side of that wall, so the Queen not going to go down super quick to them. But check out all of the balloons towards the end of the raid. This is where the Wizard Towers can be very dangerous though. He does get a bit of fortunate here as the balloons split up. The wizard towers can't clump onto any single group of balloons. They go down, and then as he gets towards the back end, this is where that patience really comes in, guys. He still has a balloon in the bag, and you'll see how it is used to tank the wizard tower at the back end here. Look at how quickly it shreds through the lava pups. Very quickly, gets that balloon in on the back end. Wizard tower takes down the Grand Warden, spins around in order to take out the balloon at the back, and all of a sudden surrounded by a lot of balloons on the opposite side, and that will be the final defense, wrapping up the second 3-star attack at Town Hall 11. Now, we had quite a few, so did Team KLAUS. It was again just a great war. The numbers look a lot different to how this war was represented, I feel. Actually, Town Hall 9 is where the war was won. Our guys at Town Hall 9 came out of the gates, all guns blazing, and just took out Team KLAUS's Town Hall 9s. They were wiped in about an hour or two, and Team KLAUS really struggled in order to get the Town Hall 9s done. Now, there was an extra Town Hall 10 over on Team KLAUS's side, and we kind of just ran with it, mainly because it was a fun event. It doesn't really matter, but also there was a few Town Hall 9s with lower level heroes on Team KLAUS's, so that played a factor in this as well, guys. But again, not a super serious war, just something that was a bit of fun in between. But anyway, it was quite nice to see the Town Hall 9s having such a pivotal role, you know, in the CWL, which it's the CWL bye week. That's why we organised this on that particular week. The Town Hall 9s, they could be the most perfect Town Hall 9s in the world, and you could still lose the war just because the dip attacks happen. They're creating scouts, yes, but then if the 3 stars don't happen higher up, that is it. Town Hall 9's bump irrelevant, so it was quite good to see that they had such a pivotal role. I'm digressing very much here, guys. Quite a spread of LAVALOON on this one. You can see balloons right the way across from the north to the south. His spells right the way through, and it just controls the balloons into the middle where they then start to merge together. And again, guys, that is where you then want to use your main spells, your elixir based spells, the rage spell, the heal spell. Get them on top of the balloons as they clump together, and towards the end there is just so many balloons left over. It is not even going to be close. A baby dragon from the CC is still up. Minions do indeed take it down in the end, but a beautiful attack, and that was another Town Hall 11 3-star. We did have a few Bow Witch attacks, as did Team KLAUS. I think Town Hall 10 and 11 was pretty much the same on both sides. It was really Town Hall 9 where it was won. So you can see my attack was the final one of the war, and it was on stream. I'd planned this one out with help from subscribers, granted. To be honest, it was more Adam in terms of this mortar that helped me out. So I was basically going to take 2 minions, and we decided to take a giant and wizard. Then I was going to basically push straight from the bottom as I do, but I then decided to take some balloons using carbon fins kind of method that I used further up here, but it worked quite nicely because we did expose an air bomb. Anyway, air bomb goes off. I sent 3 balloons in. This is where it went wrong. I wanted the archer tower down to help my king and queen, but also to take out the air bomb because I was going to send healers into this bottom section. Notice how the air defense are all at the top. Healers are going to come in and help my kill squad, but I unfortunately lured the CC. I wasn't planning on doing that. What I should have done is quickly adapted, put a hog in towards this archer tower, lured the rest of it, and pulled it down, getting the queen in there quickly. But I hadn't planned for it to be lured, and in fact I hadn't noticed until this point. So when they come down, my king is exposed all alone. I've created the funnel on the left there like I wanted, but the king is almost going to go down at this point. I quickly tried to get the queen in to help, but it wasn't enough. I had wall breakers to open up the compartment with the single target inferno, tried to sneak a few in there as well afterwards in order to set off giant bombs and to tank for the single target inferno, and I ideally wanted all of this down. As you can see though, king going down early just really put a spanner in the works. I also wanted a poison spell for the hog riders and the skeleton spells, had to use that second one as well, but as soon as this archer tower is locked onto my queen, I put a baby dragon onto the town hall to secure that, and then my heroes move on up. Now I did plan on getting the wizard tower. Hog riders would have to get the eagle artillery, but then I wanted my queen to continue into this section. Hog Riders come into the top, and I get a little bit greedy here is basically how I lose out. So this heal rage spell was never planned to be there. That was going to be for the queen, but I thought, kind of going for it mid-raid, I'll get more value from the hogs, put the heal spell too far forward, and when the bomb tower goes off, it is not within range of the hog riders, so they all go down. My entire pack of hog riders shredded by that bomb tower, and it's basically game over at this point. The queen continuing through with them healers exactly like we wanted. Ideally, I thought the ballers were going to get all of this down. I got too greedy at the top with the hog riders. You know, who knows what could have happened. I would have loved for my plan to go off flawlessly just to see if it would have happened, but that is how it ended up, guys. That's how the cookie crumbles. You have to be able to execute it as well. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that was involved with helping set this up. Obviously, I got in touch with a lot of other YouTubers who were involved with this, but they certainly helped alongside me. They pulled in their subscribers. It was a great war. Thank you so much to everyone that participated, helped to set it up. All of the Twitch streamers, much love. They provided a 24-hour stream so that you could keep up to date with this war from start to finish, and we do hope to put more events on like this in the future. Certainly was just a bit of fun, get people together, and people certainly enjoyed it. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I am going to bring you some Town Hall 10 attacks from this war, as well as Town Hall 9. They will be coming in the coming days, but that wraps it up for this one. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out, guys.